And we should be live. How's it going, everyone? Fam52 back again, and today, Cloud, why are you looking away? Today we are hopping back into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I got off work a little early today, so we're hopping into this, and I don't think Critical Role is playing tonight, so I should be going quite some time. But yeah, I've been sitting here setting the stream up with my headphones on for like the last 15-20 minutes, and these like sales barkers are so good. Like, oh, welcome to Cosmo Canyon, the home of planetology. The planet itself called you to my store. That must mean you want to buy something. Like, come on, really? So good. I love so many of the background NPCs of this game that you have no need to interact with. But that being said, in the last stream, let's go ahead and pull up the map. Let's go ahead and pull up the world map. In the last stream, we went around and we did all of the things here in Gungaga. We did all of the side missions. We had a nice chicken dinner. We fought some Turks. We killed some digital Turks. Then we went to Corel here to do all of the low-level chocobo racing. So yeah, there's all that. That's all good, fine, and dandy. And then we met a gentleman by the name of Sid Highwind, who decided that he was going to be able to give us a ride on over to Cosmo Canyon. At which point, as we tried to come into town, Red's voice got weird. He ran into the town, went to see someone named Fellow Bugenhagen, and the guards at the gate stopped us, looking at a wanted poster for Avalanche, and they look nothing like us. So yeah, that's a thing that happened. But so let's go ahead and see what's going on with Red 13, shall we? It is going to be so soon that I am no longer going to need to call him Red or Red 13.
Right. How can I be of service?
Because while that is what the game calls him, that is not his name. And I would love to be able to call him by his actual name without fear of spoiling it for anyone. Though, in the first couple of streams, I did call him by his real name. So if that was a spoiler, I am sorry for everybody that I spoiled it for. But anyway, let's go ahead and get those.
Don't you dare use my weapons for anything unsavory.
Ma'am, you just sold me weapons of war. What do you mean don't use them for anything unsavory? I mean, you said you have everything I need to cure what ails me. Ooh, you do have something that I want. We have some Queen's Blood cards. Very well. I didn't realize that we got the Gi cards from that guy.
Take a look around.
Do you have anything new, Negatron?
Thanks. Hope to see you again soon.
Anyway, continue moving on up. I believe this is where we want to go. Yeah.
I was born and raised here, in this canyon. I was to become a Watcher of the Veil like those before me, until I was taken by Shinra. Now that I'm home and have repaid my debt to you, I plan to serve my village once more. I appreciate all that you've done for me. Thank you.
We're really gonna miss you, Red.
Oh, don't say that. You're only making this harder. I mean, I wish we had more time, but this is my duty.
I suppose it was your duty to act the old man.
I wanted you to treat me as an equal, not a dog.
Not a pig! Is that you, my boy?
Coming!
So, was that goodbye?
Nah, I'm sure we'll see him around the canyon. The real question is, why'd we come here? To learn the secrets of planetology. Come on!
Can't forget that materia.
As for me... that'll do. I'm gonna steal some shut-eye, if you don't mind.
Then we can see the sights.
Why is the bitrate thing going weird? Come on. I don't know why that's doing that. Bitrate is set to where it should be. So hopefully that fixes that. But yeah, so during that cutscene, we get a more direct thing that Nanuki, he uses a particular old man voice while he is with the party. Oh no, there's another error. The hell? Why are things going haywire? Come on. Stand by while I try to fix things, I guess. Is my internet dying? Is that what's happening? Let's see what we're looking at here.
Look at these rock formations.
We are looking at an incredibly
Millions of years ago.
long latency.
They were caused by ancient life stream currents.
Indeed. Strata like these are a wind
But other than that,
layers of rock.
things should be more or less good, and now things seem to have caught up. All right, so yeah, like I was saying, Nanuki uses his old man voice with us so that he gains respect, and we heard it a couple of times, like when he was just alone with Aerith, like when his guard was down, when he was feeling comfortable, when he didn't feel like he had to put a face on. His actual true voice is that of a child, and I have my own personal opinions about that voice. First time through, it took me out of the game so hard, but now like going through and replaying the game, I do really enjoy that. That he does have the two voices and that he has the two personas. I enjoy the crap out of Nanuki in this game. I feel like they did him so good. And again, YouTube just doesn't like me today. Let me try this. Let's see if that changes anything. high latency. Okay. Yeah, my stream is like a full 2 minutes behind what I am doing on screen. Give me 1 second. Let me try one more thing. Come on. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure what's going on. It is telling me that things are good now, but things do still seem to be like a minute or so behind. So I do apologize about that. Kate, what are you doing over here? Kate appears to be sleeping. Right. So moving on around, we are going to have some new Queen's Blood players around here. Our first new Queen's Blood is going to be this person right up here.
Traveler, you've more than a passing interest in Queen's Blood. Perhaps you wish to be at ease. It is only natural to hear its call. Queen's Blood is of the planet and for the planet. It, like all things, is part of the great cycle that connects us. Indeed, each and every card holds within it a greater purpose, one that belies their form. Come, join me in a match that you too may glimpse the truth of our great mother.
Challenge to the match. Yes, of course. And this is going to be our 18th victory. By the way, here is my new deck. Like the top row is more or less the same. I have the these four to help boost the cards like in between them. I also have the Chocomog, which is going to power up for like every card that has a plus. But I also have like King Tomberry and Joker here, who power up whenever I lose a card or any card on the field gets destroyed. Choco Jockey is going to give me a +10 for any lane that I win. Dio here is going to power up for every enemy card that powers up. Enhanced ally card. Great Marlboro is going to help me destroy enemy and friendly cards. And then these three right here are replacement cards. And replacing a card will power up Tonberry and Joker. So that's all good. And I believe powering up Tonberry and Joker each individually will power up Dio. So that is kind of the thesis of this deck. And it got me through the Gold Saucer, so it works pretty well. Although I don't want either of those two just... no, I could go ahead and keep Dio. We're good like that. Let's go ahead and play. Cool, and I did still end up getting the crab. Good. And now let's go ahead and put the crab down here. And now we're going to go ahead and put Dio right here in the middle. Let us go ahead and put our Chocobo. No. Let's go ahead and put our Cactuar right here. Then now let's go ahead and put the Choco Jockey right here. And then we're going to go ahead and put... We're going to go ahead and put Chocomog up here on top. Aw, you bastard. I'm sorry. Put Big Monkey down? I feel like I am missing something there, buddy. Not going to lie. Okay, so with that being the case, with me having some weirdness going on, oh, wow, I don't know where I saw a K right there. Big money. No, we don't. We don't play with money in this game. Hopefully. Okay. Oh, I'm an idiot sometimes. Gotta love it. But you know, the whole thesis of this deck is not about to work, unfortunately, because I can't do my thing. Huh. Although that being said, let's go ahead and put this guy right here. And yeah, we've won. Yeah, this deck is still a work in progress. It is definitely not perfect. It is definitely still beatable. But once I get that deck fine-tuned, it will essentially be unbeatable. And by the way, how you doing today, King?
Which confirms my fears. A strange, wicked power hangs over the life story, and a similar dark energy has corrupted Queen's blood. Be careful. The game's pleasures belie the thorns beneath that will bleed you slowly and surely. Many devotees have succumbed to the darkness of which I spoke. Too many. Remember, the guards are a link between us and the planet. If you are in trouble, reach out. She shall answer. Oh, great mother, hear my prayer. Watch over your son.
I'm glad you're doing good, King.
Congratulations. You have attained the rank of Blood Captain. Cloud.
Chadley.
Wise, the AI you met on the ferry, has undergone a software update. It presently resides in the Dust Bowl. I advise you to challenge it and gauge its new and improved capabilities.
Yeah, now you're gonna let me fight Wise. Fine. I can't get there right now, but once I'm able to, I will go take him down. Yeah, glad you're having a good day. My back had a little bit of a flare up this morning, so I ended up going home or coming home from home from work a little bit early, and basically passed out in a hot bath for a couple hours, and now I feel great now. Not gonna lie. And yes, they revamped, they updated a lot of the music, but for the most part, they have kept like all of the OG like music tracks. So my injury on my back is the full spine, but the flare up this morning was the mid back. So, like, mid-back, like, pain was radiating from, like, right behind, like, where the lungs are, to the point, like, where if I took a full breath, like, it would trigger the pain. Yeah. I am doing a lot better than when I first got injured. This is the first flare-up I've had in about a year. So, we're doing good. I don't know why I had a flare-up today, but I've dealt with pain long enough that I knew, like, once the flare-up started, I was like, nope, I'm going home right now. And I took care of it, and we're doing good now. But let's go ahead and talk to Barrett.
A lot of folks downplay the planet's peril, but if they saw the weapons up close like we did, they'd have no choice but to acknowledge how bad it really is. Folks around here, though, they get it. They want what's best for the planet. You can see it in their eyes. Wonder if it ain't too late to recruit them to Avalanche.
Barrett, you know that you got excommunicated from Avalanche, right? So you're not the real Avalanche. You're like a splintered side group.
Only wish we could have made it out here sooner. Only wish we could have made it out here sooner.
Yeah, so this is no secret, but I am real life friends with Uplifting Joe that is in the chat from time to time. And no, I don't think the stream likes Cosmo Canyon. Wait, I am real life friends with Joe, and I was on the phone with him the other night while I was doing a bit of arena grinding, and he asked me if the Gold Saucer had the same music, and I was like, man, I don't know. So I ended up running out of the arena into the Gold Saucer, had him listen to the music, and he was like, that is the exact same music. So yeah, they kept a lot of the original music, and it is very nice to hear.
My precious materia, where are you? No need to be shy, come out. Yuffie's gonna take you home.
I love Yuffie.
My precious materia, where are you? No need to be shy, come out. Yuffie's gonna take you home.
Okay. Why, YouTube, are you having issues now? Alright, so YouTube is telling me that my stream is having issues. If it is, I'm sorry. I've done everything I can on my side. Other than like resetting my internet. So that is something that we could do if it keeps on happening. But for right now, I think and hope that we are good. But let's go ahead and talk to this guy about some Queen's Blood.
It's our very first catch of the day, folks. We have ourselves a challenger. Hello, sir. Care to tell the folks at home who you are? Ha ha ha! Could this shark be more of a guppy? Well, I spy a row of razor-sharp teeth in this little fishy's maw. You might be the QB killer we've been waiting for, but there's only one way to find out. That's right, our audience doesn't want to hear commentary, they want to see blood. To up the ante, our challenger's opponent will be none other than your host with the most, me, Bernard.
Bernard, I hate you. I mean, I love you, but you are the TV personality host persona that I hate. And you play that role so well. But anyway, continue. Let's see. We'll mulligan the Griffin and the Toad. Nope, wrong button. Beautiful Cactuar right there. And now we can go ahead and put the crab down there on the bottom. Now, do I make an advancement or do I play it safe? I think I'm going to make an advancement. All right. Let's go ahead and place Chocomog right there, smack dab in the middle. Yeah, I saw that coming, but that is fine. Let's go ahead and place this cat or this crab right here. Now, Let's go ahead and take that spot back. Yo, what's up, Professor? How you doing today? Let's go ahead and place no. Let's go ahead and place Dio down here on the bottom. So my day started off with a flare-up of my back injury that caused me to need to leave work quite a fair bit early. But other than that, we are doing just fine now. How has your day been? Oh no, I can't do anything. Am I gonna lose? Yeah, I lost. Retry. Sounds, from what I'm reading, it seems like you might need a little bit of coffee. My day was okay. What's day today? Easy. Well, I'm glad your day was easy, but it seems like you might need a little bit of a caffeinated pick-me-up. So hopefully that is me just reading your messages like obtusely, like I tend to do apparently. But glad that you had an easy day. Glad that you're doing all right. Let's go ahead and place Titan down here in the middle. What do we want to do here? I don't want to do this, but I'm going to end up putting, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and replace the cactuar with the frog. You didn't take my card? Okay. I'll accept that, I guess. Let's go ahead and place Joker up here. And then now, I don't like it, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and place Fat Chocobo right here. Yeah, I saw that one coming. So let's go ahead and place the Griffin right... No, not the Griffin. The Grandhorn right here. Ouch. Yeah, I am still learning this deck, and it is not going good right now. That'll work. Let's go ahead and place our Cactuar. Now let's go ahead and place Titan right here. Let's go ahead and place Tomberry right here. Let's go ahead and place Dio down here on the bottom. Crab right there. Let's go ahead and place Choco Mog right here. And this is going to lose us some points, but it's going to gain us some pips. So we're going to replace Choco Mog with a Toad. Let's go ahead and place Joker right here. And then now we're going to replace the Cactuar up top. And this is a bit of a runaway at this point, not gonna lie. Now that Cactuar, or that Grandhorn that we just replaced, we're gonna replace that with the Griffin right here. And I did not get any replacement cards like I was hoping I would. So let's go ahead and just power up Dio a little bit more. Do we need to? No, not at all. But do I want to? Oh, for sure. And yeah, we have a solid victory there. Reaper Tail, when first enfeebled, lower the power of enemy cards on affected tiles by 2. Indubitably.
Talk about carnage, am I right? I'm lucky I got out of that match with my limbs intact. Today's shark is a ferocious man-eating menace. He made a serious splash with some ruthless moves. Players the world over have got to be shaken in their boots. Something tells me this beast is about to upset the QB food chain. Better start swimming. Congratulations to you, sir, for an incredible match. Though we found the canyon's resident shark, the fun never ends on this show. Stay tuned because we've got more coming your way.
Hey, cameraman, isn't that eyepiece supposed to be, I don't know, on your eye? Oh no, you have a digital screen, right? It throws me off so hard, like when a game like this has like digital technology. Anywho, I feel like there was someone else I was supposed to talk to. Though I don't think it's yet. So let's go see how Nanuki is doing, shall we? I can finally call him Nanuki. Oh, Snaps. Where are you, Snaps? I see your thing. Oh, you're up here. Snaps!
Fancy running into you here. Say, how about I get a shot of you giving thanks to the planet? of this place is unreal. Pictures can't do it justice. Wonders such as these have to be experienced in person. I want to believe I can capture this magic. I'm looking for spots with a spiritual feel, if you know any.
So he's asking if we know any, then he gives us a spot. Ah, whatever. Not gonna question that. Up the elevator! What? My phone just likes giving me notifications. I just got a notification for a YouTube channel that I thought I unsubscribed for years ago.
Not so fast. Sorry, but visitors aren't allowed in here. You see, this is where we keep all our valuables.
And even if I didn't unsubscribe for it, I haven't watched it in years either. Balboa Wood. Very well. You know, even if that is just an art box, like I think a lot of that looks amazing. Anyway, let's go ahead and run around before we go say hello to Nanuki.
If we've anything to fear, it is not our fellow man, nor any creature big or small, with whom we share our home. It is that which comes from beyond the confines of this world, that which disrupts the natural order, the other which may attempt to claim and consume the planet. And so I bid you, her children, to join hands and come together. For united, we shall never succumb to fear of celestial calamity.
Indubitably. And yeah, I'm not really one for like mind altering stuff. Like I'll have like a beer every once in a while. I mean, hell, I brew my own beer, my own wine. But if this is where I lived, I could definitely see the temptation to like, I don't know, grab a nice hot cup of tea, sit out, like take a look at this, maybe do something a little bit more intense than like a beer, and then just wait for the sun to set and then gaze up at the night sky and just contemplate life and existence. So I could definitely understand why this is the home of planetology. This place is absolutely gorgeous. But anyway, Nanuki, what the hell is going on with you?
Oh, these are the friends I was talking about.
Thank you for looking after Nanuki. My name is Bugenhagen. I teach planetology here in the canyon. And one could say I know a thing or two about our world.
A thing or two? I doubt there's a thing or two you don't know about it.
Well, it might seem that way to a child like yourself.
I'm not a child anymore. I'm 48.
Did my stream die? Okay, it looks like we might be back.
What?
Nanuki here has a long life ahead of him. In human terms, I would say he's about 15 or 16 years old.
That's more than old enough. I can protect our veil and everyone in it. which is more than I can say for my good-for-nothing father.
Speaking of the members of our little community, have you announced your return to one and all Namaki?
Not yet. Be right back.
But where are my manners? Please, come in and have a look around.
Okay, I think I might need to end up resetting my internet just because YouTube on my side is not liking this stream right now. So if that is the case, let me know. I see that King is telling me that I didn't drop my stream, but it did drop for a couple of seconds on my side. So just let me know. Why are... Not going to mention it. It's going to be hard not to mention it in here, but I'm not going to mention it.
Have my devices piqued your curiosity? They are essential to my studies of the planet.
You know what? I'm going to try something real quick, just while we are in here. Let's go ahead and try this while we're in here. See if it fixes the textures. I mean, it brought some of them back. I don't like it. I have a beast of a PC and it's being defeated by what I can only assume is a broken port.
That records fluctuations in various energies. I must ask that you handle it with care. It's a rather delicate device, you see.
Indubitably.
Whoa. Those devices are testing the pull of gravity.
Sure they are, Bugenhagen. Okay, is there anything over here for me to interact with? No.
While that may appear to be little more than a glistening mineral at a glance, it is in fact a crystallized collection of our planet's memories.
So, materia. Got it.
Don't you worry, my dear.
That's a scale model of our planet and the surrounding stars. One could say the dust it's collected represents the people who live upon it.
I feel like at some point I should go, or I should come back here on my PS5 version just to show the scale of this place. Because when the textures aren't broken, this is an absolutely fascinating place to be in. But as is, I'm just hoping that I can remember how to traverse it well enough without half of the textures.
Do you recognize that little scamp? I'll have you know that in his childhood, Nanaki was quite a handful.
Look at that. Wait, is it this arm? Look at that. He doesn't have the 13 tattoo. I wonder how we got that. Actually, I think we know how we got that. But on the off chance that we have forgotten, I don't want to spoil anything.
That is one of the first Mako detectors ever built. Though I suspect it can't detect much now.
Indubitably.
Let's not be hasty. I'll show you that room later.
Sure thing, Gramps. Up to the next floor? Let's go ahead and grab those. Nothing else for us to interact with here, so up the invisible stairs.
The lights we observe here have traveled to us from the far reaches. To gaze into their past.
There's something I'm supposed to... Something. Here we go.
You won't find a larger telescope on the planet. With it, you can see to the edge of the galaxy.
It's apparently a telescope, guys.
There are fewer stars than through this scope. But the lens could do with some cleaning. My apologies.
The lights we observe here have traveled to us from the
Right, now, is there something over here I'm supposed to interact with?
We have yet to learn about the universe.
No. Now do I go back downstairs? I think so.
But that's just how we're wired.
That again, huh?
That sound familiar?
That's...
The planet crying out. A sorrowful dirge indeed. One I've heard all too often of late. This tubing allows us on the surface to hear the inner voice of the planet.
What we just heard didn't come from the planet, though. That was definitely the voice of a weapon.
You seem awfully sure of yourself, miss.
Because we saw them with our own eyes. 2 in the Corel and Gungaga reactors. They were loud and huge.
A fascinating account, were it true. However, such grand delusions could be a sign of Mako poisoning. Do see a doctor.
Excuse me?
Oh. Yes. That would do them some good. Judging from everything you've said, the 3 of you are unfamiliar with basic planetology. But it is never too late to learn. Please, come with me.
Okay, so I just looked up to see if it was just my PC or if it is the port. It is the port that's broken. Good to know. Let's go ahead and continue talking to Bugenhagen here, who just basically called Tifa either high or insane.
To you, our planetarium. While the Shinra building features the latest iteration, this particular one is my original design. Now then, without further ado, this is only the beginning.
A shooting star!
Planetology is not simply the study of the cosmos and the celestial bodies that dwell in it. Rather, it is a quest to comprehend the cyclical nature of life. planet we call home. It was from its soil, so teeming with life, that mankind was born. And like all living things, man is fated to die. So, what happens next? The body withers and returns to the planet. But what of the mind, the spirit, the soul? Much like its former vessel, it too returns whence it came. To the great river where all intertwine and circle the planet without end. A cycle of continuous convergence and divergence. The ceaseless ebb and flow that is the life stream. An apt name, though it is as much a reservoir as it is a stream, being the sum of the planet's spiritual energy. It is the very essence of our star, the blood coursing through its planetary veins. And if ever that essence were to be entirely depleted, of course, these are but basic principles of planetology.
So you're saying that Mako is spiritual energy, which we're using up?
Just so. Siphoned from the planet and processed for industry, that energy can no longer fulfill its true purpose. It is fated to fuel man's machinery, then fade away.
Okay, but does it actually fade away? I mean, what if it doesn't? What if it just returns to the life stream in a different form? Is that possible?
A novel theory, suggestive of a lack of understanding. However, that can be overcome with time and education.
You rang?
Please escort this young lady to our seminar room, would you?
Right this way. Okay.
Hey, can I come?
So I know a lot of people don't like the way Rebirth treats Bugenhagen. In the original, he was the master of planetology. He was like the spiritual guide. And then now in Rebirth, he's a dick to Tifa. Honestly, I find him being a dick to Tifa being the more relatable and the more true to form version of what a spiritual leader like Bugenhagen would be. Like, he has had decades, if not nigh on a century, of studying this, honestly, religion that he believes in. And then some girl who, from his perspective, knows nothing comes in and tells him of things that, like, to his knowledge and understanding, should not be possible. So he is a quote-unquote spiritual leader. Is he going to accept that at face value? Hell no. So it makes sense that he's going to be a dick. Now, that being said, the way that scene ended, that screamed of re-education camp to me. Like, oh, you believe this because you have a lack of understanding. Here, go. Like, I am forcing you to go get re-educated under the belief of the state. Like, guards, come grab her. That is what the final bit of that scene has always screamed to me. And I don't know if I'm the only one that it screams that to. But that being said, I understand Bugenhagen's initial position.
Got a question. Planet runs out of energy. It and everything on it dies, right?
Yes.
There any way to avoid this? Like, making the spiritual energy stronger?
Why are you asking me such things? I'm sorry. I've come to realize that I'm somewhat stuck in the past. We've entered an era in which humanity exerts unprecedented influence over its environs. And as both the planet and society evolve, so too must science. And yet it seems that I cannot. Perhaps I'm much too old of a dog to learn any new tricks. Was my explanation of planetology not to your liking? Perhaps a seminar would provide a more agreeable experience. Was my explanation of planetology not to your liking?
Indubitably. But what he just said right there, by the way, like, hey, perhaps I'm too old. Like, I'm too stuck in the past, too stuck in my old ways. It's subtle, but he's willing to change. He's willing to try to be better. Does he actually make it there? It's debatable, but
Thanks so much.
it's understandable.
Such great care of Nanaki for us. Fellow Bugenhagen instructed me to let you take anything you think might prove useful on your journey. Check out the storeroom when you have a chance.
All right, and now that we're no longer in Bugenhagen's place, let's go ahead and try to reset those graphics. Oh no, I think I just broke more things. Anyway, into the storehouse. There are a number of things that we want to grab in here. So don't just make your way down. Like, we have 5 Moogle medals right there. Very important. We have 5,000 gil. We have a painting of a life spring. Yeah, I'm sure someone could spend hours going through this, looking at all of the artwork that is up on the walls and coming up with stuff. Like, for instance, I never realized that the female breed of Nanaki's species is just a lioness. Like, it makes sense now that, like, I see this and I see, like, the male, like, that is supposed to be like a lion's mane, and so of course the female is going to be more lioness, but I never noticed that. I never even thought about it. But yeah, there is so much just like background stuff in here that is never called out. Like, hey, someone of Nanuki's own age. Interesting. Good to know. Is that a sibling? Or is it just another child of around similar age? Good stuff. And don't get me wrong, while I do love lore in video games, me explaining lore in video games like takes a minute for me to like think about and write down, and I am not thinking about the lore implications right now. I'm just pointing stuff out. But for some reason, we have a crystal megaphone here. So why do they have a weapon for Kate in here? I honestly have no idea. But this is something that we will be using a little bit later once we learn the attack or the Moogle mines. We'll be learning Moogle magic. And then we got this image right here.
Right this way.
Yep. And back down the elevator we go. And look, Yuffie moved.
Put your faith in our... This village is lame. Did you know none of the materia here is even real? And don't get me started on the planetologists. Bunch of blowhards in love with the sound of their own voice. This village is lame. And don't get me started on the planetologists. Bunch of blowhards in love with the sound of their own voice.
You know, Yuffie, I completely understand.
Look at this. They're holding some festival today called the River of Lights. Thinking it could be worth checking out. Look at this. They're holding some festival today called...
It could be interesting to check out.
By all means, please come and join the seminar. Follow me if you would.
I guess we're following this guy.
To spread the teachings of planetology to others? Or to...
I ask you this, who among you has looked inward?
The River of Lights is one way.
So many seminars.
I've always been on the bigger side, but I've never been into physical stuff. Painting and poetry are more my thing. My old man, he used to say it was a waste, me spending all my time indoors. According to him, a big kid like me was using twice as much spiritual energy as other folks, and I was a burden on the planet. But he was wrong. That extra energy I received from the planet, it was a blessing. And after imbuing it with my compassion and intellect, I'll give it right back. No way is that a waste. It's just the opposite.
Indeed it is. Thank you for sharing.
Blessings of the planet be upon you.
Now, would anyone else like to share their story with the group?
So, my parents are no longer with us. Here, that is. But
Listen to this while I go do something.
On another plane. I've been reading a bunch of theories about this alternate world in the hope of going there someday. And over the course of my studies, I stumbled across a fascinating theory. It addressed the issue of what the life stream is, arguing that spiritual energy is actually a manifestation of our knowledge and memories. Like I said, it's a fascinating theory, but it's incomplete. What about our hopes and dreams? We remember those, don't we? So what if spiritual energy doesn't distinguish between our real, lived memories and the unrealized desires buried deep in our hearts? What if coming into contact with that energy allowed us to peer through the looking glass, so to speak? It's just an idea, but I hope to find the truth someday.
Well, isn't that splendid?
Blessings of the planet be upon you.
And may the bounty of the planet's knowledge be with you forevermore. Now then, would anyone else like to share their story? Don't be shy. Every contribution is welcome.
Okay, I'm sorry. I am going to be taking a little bit longer than I expected, but I'm glad that that lady ended up speaking. Let's go ahead and trigger this cutscene. And I'll be back.
What about you, miss? You must have a story to share. Please.
Me? Okay. Where to begin? I fell into the life stream. I don't have words to describe it, except beautiful, maybe? It was a lot to take in. Feelings of kindness washed over me. Long forgotten memories came flooding back. It was a warm, comforting place. But there was also conflict. A war between the planet and its enemies. And we can't let them win. We need the planet, and it needs us. We have to rise up, fight back, defend it from this terrible threat. Thing is, I don't know how to do any of that. And I hoped you might have the answer. I'm not criticizing planetology or anything, and I'm not trying to scare anybody either. I just... you know... Never mind. This is all coming out wrong.
Please, do not be discouraged. Should you ever wish to try again, we would be more than happy to listen. What matters is that you keep challenging your beliefs. Stop doing that, and the answers will forever elude you. On that note, I think we should adjourn for the evening. The River of Lights is almost upon us, so let us head to the torch.
See you at the festival.
Okay, I apologize about that. Back in November, my sister decided to wash our robo litter and doused the hopper in water, and is now convinced that I'm the reason why it's broken, so is trying to get me to fix it. So I needed to go basically prove that no, it's the water destroyed the motor. So that took longer than expected, but things are done now. Let's go ahead and continue on.
The light ceremony will begin shortly. This night comes but once a year, bringing us closer to the planet. I've no doubt you'll feel her grace.
Very well.
There is no seminar being held here at the moment. Can I help?
They definitely were talking about some deep stuff in the seminar and right before it. People believe that what the lady said before the seminar is indeed story critical. It could be. I'm not going to say it's not. I'm just going to say that random background NPC like throwing out like story critical information might not necessarily be true. Could be one way to interpret information, but doesn't necessarily need to be the correct way to interpret. All right. So let's go ahead and talk to everyone.
Wow, so many tourists. Must be quite the festival.
We're going to talk with Aerith last.
I had the pleasure of talking to a mentor. Said it was presumptuous of me to think I could save the planet. She decides her own fate, you see. As rain cleanses the skies, so too does she cleanse herself of filth. So what? We sit here and theorize while the planet rinses and repeats?
What do you want to do?
What do you want to do?
Not nothing, that's for damn sure. At the same time, though, I don't know if fighting's the answer anymore. Maybe it's time for some good old-fashioned introspection.
They broke him. They broke Barrett.
Planetology, Avalanche, Marlene, and me. I don't know.
Very well. Tifa.
Did I sound as awkward as I felt?
You did good.
You did good. Can't help it if they suck at listening. I got what you were saying.
I kinda wanted everyone to get it, though.
To hell with everyone.
Great advice. Thanks.
It is possessed of Mako. But yeah, no, I understand what you mean. Here, would this be a little less for you if I walk around with that on my back? Will that be less distracting?
They were young, but the desire to protect the planet burned bright within their hearts.
Look at them, gathered around the fire. Just like us that day. Me and Mom and Dad. If only we could do that again. Never mind. Just forget I said anything.
I'll lend you an ear.
I'll lend an ear.
Whenever I think about my mom, my chest swells with so much pride, I feel like it'll burst. But when it comes to my dad, I just... Sorry, I can't. Still not ready.
I am sorry to hear that, my good sir.
Sorry, I can't. Still not ready.
Tifa, did you have a backup conversation?
Must be quite the festival. Look at those stars.
Very well. Euphodoof, what you got going on?
When you die, you return to the planet? Psst, That has literally got to be the dumbest thing I have ever heard. Once you die, that's that.
Why do you think that?
Why do you think that?
I just do. I believe in anything else until I see some actual proof. How much longer are they gonna be doing this?
Fair. Kate, can I talk to you?
Some say we're like grains of sand on the beach of the universe. Fatalist idiots. Spend my whole life trying to prove them wrong. But sitting here, looking up at the sky, you can't help feeling pretty minuscule. Like a grain of sand on the beach that is the universe. I'm warming to it. Like a grain of sand on the beach that is the universe.
How much longer are they gonna be doing this?
Very well. Next, Aerith. And I'm glad you feel safer, King. Now, exposition by a background character might not be mission critical. Exposition by Aerith? Probably is. We might want to listen to this.
So, I'm an ancient. As in, a steward of the planet. One of those ancients. Or, to be more precise, the only ancient. For the most part, it's been a source of pain. I've been held against my will. I've been watched. I've been ignored. Even hated. And it's been that way ever since I was little. My blood's been nothing but a curse. If I ever started to forget, something would remind me of what I was and bring me crashing back down to earth. It was always the same. Time after time. I'd be shown a glimmer of hope, only to have it snatched away. I was never gonna be normal. That much was clear.
Encourage her.
It's okay.
So my blood's been a curse, but it's also been a blessing. It's brought some wonderful people into my life, friends that I love. And for once, I think I'm okay. Happy even. And all that pain feels worth it. Even if I can't lead a normal life, there is one thing I can do. Return their kindness. And try to make the most of what I've been given.
And I've heard postulation that this is symbolizing, quote unquote, Omni Aerith, whisking souls into the life stream. Like, Aerith Omni Aerith, quote unquote, doing her job to help protect the planet, which is why they turn green, which is the color of the life stream. More or less every time we see those green particles, that is a representation of Omni Aerith, which a lot of times I do agree with, and I don't necessarily disagree with that interpretation during this scene. And I'll go more into the concept of Omni Aerith once we beat the game.
Happy, huh? Meant every word, though.
So, this is where you've been, Nanaki.
What's up?
There's something of great import I need to show you. And by that I mean all of you. Join me, would you?
Of course, let's go ahead and follow.
River of Light. For whatever reason, the ceremony has drawn a number of tourists to the Vale as of late. When I ask for their impressions, they often speak of how beautiful it was. Some claim they were even moved to tears. It's an overwhelmingly positive reception, I'm happy to say. To stir the human soul is no small feat, and it pleases me to know that the River of Light possesses such power. Alas, my hopes to parlay their emotional response into a deeper intellectual curiosity. They have yet to be fulfilled. People are surrounded by cats, dogs, birds, and trees. They know that life is all around them, be it through the birth of a baby or the blooming of a flower. They bear constant witness to the blessed cycle of creation, yet they've no interest in the welfare of our planet. Forgive me for sharing my idle thoughts. Keeping them to myself is quite a challenge in my old age.
Indubitably, Bugenhagen. Let's go ahead and continue on downward. And what do we got here?
Well then, shall we proceed?
But I thought this door was
sealed so that none may enter? Why, yes, and by my own hand, no less. However, you've a trial to undertake.
I do?
If you wish to prove yourself and become a Watcher of the Veil, that is. I presume you are prepared.
Yeah.
I will also require your assistance in carrying out the trial. Much danger awaits within, and I wish to ensure his safety. When you're ready, simply say the word.
And now, as for Aerith letting up that she's an ancient right there, you know, if we were in Midgard, I would say yes. Probably shouldn't do that. But here in the spiritual home of planetology, where honestly most of the people here aren't going to believe her, and those that would believe her are probably honestly stoned off their asses anyway, I think she was probably safe. But let's go ahead and undertake the trial.
Then off we go.
Ready or not, here we come.
Now we follow the cave where it leads, deep as it will take us.
This is a two-person trial, right? Why am I remembering Cloud being part of this? I know he's not. Or am I thinking of chapter 13? I might be thinking of chapter 13.
Has Nanaki told you anything about his parents yet?
No.
They were watchers, both of them, but they couldn't have been any more different. When our village came under attack, my mother fought with courage, with honor. She faced the enemy and laid down her life to save us. My father, though, he turned tail and ran. He was a coward.
So then, you still haven't forgiven him?
Why would I?
Oh, I see.
Bugenhagen, you know something. You know something, don't you, Bugen?
From this point onward, only two may proceed. He who shall undertake the trial and his observer.
Who's gonna observe?
I'll do it.
That would render the trial meaningless. But if not him... Ah, you'll do nicely.
Me?
Him? Really?
At least pretend not to hate me.
Whenever you're ready.
Ready.
All right, so we are going to have a party of Nanuki and Barrett for the upcoming events. So let's go ahead and get them set up, shall we? You know, I just realized that is a save sphere or save crystal from the original game. I've never noticed that before. Let's go ahead and pop a squat. Now, materia healing autocast is good. Healing magnify is good. Okay. Then we have a max fire. We have an auto weapon ability for when Nanuki's in the background. And we have chakra. We have an HP up and an auto unique ability for when Nanuki's in the background. You know what? We are missing something. So instead of chakra, let's go ahead and do assess. Now, as for Barrett, we have healing autocast, so that's good. We have ice HP absorb, that's good. We could change out the ice if ice is not what we end up wanting. But we have fire, lightning, and revival, as well as wind. And we have 2 HP ups. So those are beneficial. And we have Titan on Nanuki, and then the elemental thing on Barrett. I did get the elemental summon off stream and put it on Barrett apparently. Good to know. So we should be good to go. So let us begin.
Make sure that you are well prepared.
Save crystal. I love it. Anyway, moving on.
You gonna watch my back?
Yep. Burning holes in you right now.
What is this?
This is a place of deep sorrow. A place where those who have been sealed away are left to mourn their fates.
Alright, and here we have some new enemy types. Ooh, I should probably put First Strike onto Nanuki here as well, if I'm being real about it. So we have a weakness to fire. Good to know.
Hope you don't mind if I fill you full of holes. Ain't got nothing on me.
Look here. Such wall should be well within your power to climb.
What was happening, Professor? I see uh-oh and then we good. Am I dropping stream? Should I pause things for a second and try to reset my router, see if that'll help us out? But if we approach glowing surfaces and use the left stick to scamper along walls, stop moving or press B to drop. But remember to watch where you land. So that means with red here, we can go ahead and climb up surfaces like this. So for whatever reason, my YouTube is not liking my stream today. Like usually it is telling me that we have excellent condition, but I've been kind of sitting at poor all day. So if I need to reset, like if things are getting bad, I might need to try to reset my router. It might not be you, it could be me. But everything on my side is the same as it normally is. YouTube is just being difficult, we'll say. But so let's go ahead and get up and over here. And then I guess we're just not going to worry about how Barrett makes it past this.
This place is giving
Oh, they just climb over. Of course they do.
Comfort is only natural. A fierce battle was waged here. And even after 45 years, the scars remain fresh.
What? You're saying the Gi managed to make it all the way up here?
Okay, somebody fill me in. Who are the Gi?
The tribe knows a very few people outside of the Veil. The rest you will learn in due time. Of that you can be certain. For now, let us proceed.
Yes, let's proceed with our weird stinger mantis friends here. Assess. We have a weakness to fire and lightning, and exploiting those weaknesses will pressure them.
Hey! Together! Great job! Whip it?
Yeah!
There! Whoa! You ready for some fun? Gotcha! Fear me!
Let's go ahead and do a Stardust Ray.
All right, watch it look. Hey, did you see me in action?
Yes, like right now, like we are sitting on a poor connection, but I'm looking at my preview, and other than you guys just now finishing the battle that we just had, like things look fine on the preview. You're just like a minute behind. But there we have a pair of revival earrings. Grab all of the Muga medals that we can. And I think that this is actually the way that we are supposed to go. So is there anywhere else I can go that are explorative in nature? Like, what's up here?
I only got 2 legs here, you know.
Just some high potions, got it.
Hey, where'd you run off to?
Oh, don't worry, Barrett. We're just hiding from you. We're scared of you. Let's go ahead and make our way down here. And Barrett and Bugin should be down there. Yes, they are. And I believe we should be coming up on a weapon for Naruki here momentarily. But we have some more of our little praying mantis buddies. So, Stardust, right?
Let me show you what a watcher can do!
You're not a watcher yet, bud. Stardust Ray. Then actually, Barrett, you need to learn your thing, right? I understand why we can't, but I would love if we were able to keep our limit breaks between battles. This chest, we have a Mist Mega Potion. Very well. Let's go ahead and run up here. See, actually, first let's break these boxes. For some Mega Potions and Antidotes, and a Spider Web, apparently. Very well. What do we got over here? Nothing. What about up and over here? Physics be damned. Nanaki, you go ahead and run on those walls. And now let's go ahead and head down here. Get rid of these things. I missed. I thought that Barrett moved forward a bit more on that. There we go. There's that mastery of the ability. Good stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and grab these.
Damn, that doesn't look convenient.
It does look convenient. You are right. Alright, let's go ahead and continue on with the progression of our dungeon here. Which is going to be up this way, if I remember. And do something here. Are we tying it? Oh no, we're cutting the rope. And then down we go. It is this game where we have the like we need to place the statues in the right color thing, right? Is that like chapter 13? Like, cause I am getting like those vibes from this little section here. And I know that that can't be right, because I know that we're Cloud during that. But I can't help but get the vibes, you know? But anyway, let's go ahead and continue defying physics to go get this treasure chest over here. You know, Barrett, I wish that they gave you some more dialogue lines other than just those two. Well, let's go ahead and take out our little snaky snakes.
You ready for some fun? Look out! Bring it home! You're mine! Pile it on! Bring your fight to bear!
Stardust Ray really is my favorite ability with Nanuki. I do love it. It's so theatrically spectacular. And now my brain wants to call it magically delicious. But let's go ahead and grab this chest over here.
Damn if that doesn't look convenient.
And we got a time-worn talisman. All right.
It's over! Look out! This! Blind them with your brilliance.
There you have it.
Yeah, not to mention that Stardust Ray does work against crowds of enemies. Do I have anything that I can make in the transmuter? Negative. You know what? I am thinking of chapter 13.
What the hell is that?
That is a key.
It's huge.
Under normal circumstances, I would stress that you mustn't judge a book by its cover. For the Gi, however, they are as fearsome as their appearance implies.
These are the things that killed my mom?
Nanaki, this shall be your first trial. You are to explore this place. Understand the nature of its history.
Okay, will do.
Seek the relic of our past. Carry it forth and bring the truth to light. Only then shall the path reveal itself unto you.
Press and hold left trigger near an object to grab it with your mouth and release it. The input to drop it. Initiating combat will also cause you to automatically drop the held item. Grab the key artifacts scattered around the cavern and ask Bugenhagen to inspect them. So there are a number of things for us to collect around here.
Memories of war. The hour of our awakening draws nigh.
Well, if it isn't a E-arrow, its point is coated with a poison that rapidly circulates through the body, slowing the wounded until they are completely turned to stone.
Obtain a Gi Warrior's Charm. Very well. And we're a dog with a bone.
Nay, that is not the relic we seek.
That is but a mere bone.
Very well. Up here. Looks like it might be a Gi club.
Nay, that is not the relic we seek.
This is... I'm not sure, but I'm pleased to see that you're enjoying yourself.
Very well. You know, I really feel like we should be able to bring this sword over there. But we can't. If I remember correctly, there is a good materia somewhere in here that we are able to grab right now. And I think it's unique. Oh, there it is right there. So before I go ahead and grab these things, let's go ahead and grab that materia. Let's see what it is.
Most would call that materia, but it is far more than a magic stone. It is a crystallized collection of the planet's memories and knowledge.
Oh, it's level 3 healing materia. That's what it is. So it's not unique, it is just a powerful heal. I guess in case you don't have one. What do we got here? Is this Nanuki's weapon? Is this his new collar?
Ah, yes, an armament of the Veil. The carvings on its hilt should look familiar. Indeed, you'll find the very same markings on your own body.
Yes, the Mystic Collar. Ooh, it has an extra materia slot also. A dignified collar once worn by Watchers of the Veil. And deplete the Vengeance Gauge to increase allies' ATB potency proportional to the amount expended. Activate while Vengeance Gauge is full for the proficiency bonus. Very well. We could also pop a new materia on here. Let's go ahead and put that chakra back on. And let's see. Weapon ability ATB recovery. Yep, let's go ahead and do that. Increase damage by basic attacks. And weapon ability damage. Sure. Barrett, you've learned all of your weapons, right? Yes. All right, now what do we have here? Is that just a rock?
Nay, that is not the relic we seek.
Oh. Oh, sorry. I haven't slept well of late.
Cosmonite crystal, very well. And my instructor is falling asleep over there. Come on, Bugenhagen, be better. Up we go. And this is the relic that we need for the mission.
A remnant of our struggles, of our desires.
Get rid of that thing!
Hello, Guy Lancer.
Ready? Nice going. Gotcha.
I really should put ATB charge on here. Well, not ATB charge. First strike. But weakness to fire. And spirit of the Gi that perished during the invasion of Cosmo Canyon, now cursed to haunt its caverns. They were sealed underground lest they unleashed their deep-seated hatred upon innocents. Exploring the elemental weakness with magic attacks or hitting them with healing spells will pressure them. They spin their spears to deflect all ranged physical attacks. Hitting them with strong close-range physical attacks while they are doing so will pressure them. They will not remain dead so long as the Gi sorcerer is present. Well, luckily we don't have a sorcerer in this battle. We just have the Lancer. Ow.
You fought was a foreign Gi. Even in death, their lingering enmity manifests as such. They who wander in search of retribution.
That's kind of pathetic.
Do not be so quick to denigrate your enemies, nor make light of their plight. Consider this statue. It has been placed in this chamber for a reason. Handle it with the utmost care.
I will.
Deliver unto us the remnants of our past.
You know what? Maybe I'm conflating the two, like, ruins in this game. Like, maybe I'm remembering, like, exactly what I'm doing right now. But I'm for some reason putting Cloud from chapter 13 into what's going on. Alright, now before we pick up that statue, let's go ahead and break those for a Mega Potion. Open that for some beast hides. And get some timber. Very well. Okay, I'm going to try one more thing. Can I disengage this? I cannot. Okay. Yeah, YouTube just does not seem to like Cosmo Canyon. Oh well.
Are these altars?
Interesting. Because my first thought was, are we gonna make it out of this place alive?
Its decor is indeed the opposite of inviting.
These look like the statue I picked up.
If there is a reason for everything, then one could argue that everything has no reason.
Ah, shut up, you crazy old man.
Regardless, you know what you must do, don't you?
Deliver unto us the remnants of our past. Restore them to their rightful place.
Okay, so we have a, what is this, the red statue? So, here.
Marlene, Daddy loves you.
That it?
Not in the least.
Very well. Now we have the yellow statue right here.
Gives way to calm.
That is a great question, King. Great question. I'm just going to answer that with multiple universes. And he probably wrote in on a rainbow. There we got some Cosmite ore. Let's see, can we go down here? Negative. So we gotta go down here. And
Hey, where'd you run off to?
this is why I came down here. I came down here for this materia. Watching Red swim is so painful. An orb of fortification materia. Very well. Not going to put that on, but we are able to make the commander's bracer. Which is not that bad of a bracer. Very well. Good to know. Up we go. Grab all the things. Got a phoenix down. And don't worry, I'm sure that that statue of a Gi is not going to foreshadow anything. Did I call it an orb of fortification? I definitely meant materia. And you know, now you got me questioning on if I read it right. Hold on. Yeah. Fortification. It is a protecting shell. Mm-hmm. We also have empowerment, which is faith and bravery. And disempowerment, which is de-brave and de-faith. And innervation, which is de-protect and de-shell. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and grab our, sure, emerald statue. I don't know if I would call that emerald, but we'll go with it. And I'm sure we'll be fine. Nothing bad will happen at all. And of course, the Lancer awakens. You know what? It's not going to do much, but let's go ahead and do Watcher Spirit. There was one spell that cast Protect Shell, Region, and Haste. Forget the name. Wasn't that just a hero's drink? Like, I don't remember there being a materia that did all that. Like, I think that it was an item, though. Or like a miracle drink or something like that. Oh no, I could be very wrong, of course. Probably am. Again, don't think this is emerald. I view it as white, but let's go ahead and place it down.
The history of the Veil is intertwined with the Gi, for they first came to these lands many millennia ago. This sanctuary is proof of their persistence, for it was built to ensure that they never escaped.
But if they were sealed away thousands of years ago, how'd they break out and attack the Veil?
That I cannot answer. Only the Gi themselves could. But enough about them. You are here to learn about yourself, Malaki.
Yes, we are here to learn about ourselves.
It serves as a boundary between our world and that of the Gi. It was vital to them in their plans. Were the Gi to seize control of it, the canyon would be doomed.
And the people...
Doomed!
When the Gi moved against us yet again, a certain Watcher recalled this vulnerability.
Huh?
Since time was of the essence, he entered the cave without reinforcements. As he had feared, it was teeming with Gi, ready to descend upon the village. Determined to protect the Veil, he pounced from one foe to the next, felling all who dared oppose him.
Hold on. If there was a watcher who single-handedly saved the canyon, how come I've never heard of him?
For now, you should focus on your own struggles with the key. Their malice grows more potent.
And yes, Nanaki, I wonder why you haven't heard of this lone watcher that protected the Veil from the Gi. All by his lonesome. One who saw an invading force and ran to the weakest part of the village.
It's definitely good. I'll be honest.
Yeah, they never explained that, King. Like, how? How is he flying on a crystal ball?
You are your own master, Nanaki. You and no one else. Never forget that.
He's not fortune teller, Baba.
And the gates beyond. Pass through all to complete your trial. But that's easier said than done.
Anyway, to the first gate. Ooh, what do we got here? Two-Face. They have a weakness to ice. They become pressured when suggesting their opponent take a gamble. Hitting them with a powerful offensive ability at this time will spin the roulette, enhancing or enfeebling their assailant, depending on which face they land.
Try and stop me! Going in! Fear me! There! Damn it! Well, that didn't work. Hey! Alright, you ready for some fun? How's this? It's over! Sorry!
Let's go ahead and Stardust.
Bring it home!
Let's pick it up
And Maximum Fury. Very well. Let us go ahead and get some heals going. You know, if I say Fortune Teller Baba, are people going to know who I'm talking about? Like, I don't think that's a niche, like, knowledge, but it could be. So, King, you don't know who Fortune Teller Baba is. Did you ever watch Dragon Ball Z? Judging by the fact that you called out Bugenhagen as Master Roshi earlier, I would think that you have. Well, Fortune Teller Baba is his sister. The lady who, in the early days of Dragon Ball, would float around on her crystal ball and allow the non-Z fighters, namely Bulma and Puar and Roshi, to get a television view of the fights that the Z fighters were actually taking part in. And she appeared in more than one episode. I mean, she was more prevalent during Dragon Ball as opposed to Z, but she was around for quite some time. Her, like her brother, is functionally immortal in the show. Bloodfang! And here we have another weapon. Is this a Barrett weapon? It is a Barrett weapon. How did they know? How did the Watchers know all of those years ago that somebody with a cannon for an arm was going to be coming through this cave at some point? Anyway, it is a wicked firearm imbued with the rancor of a tribe of fallen warriors. And you strike the ground and send nearby enemies flying. And for the proficiency bonus, we need to strike 2 or more enemies with it. Ooh, and it has an extra materia slot. Look at that. We are gaining materia left, right, and center. Let's go ahead and give Barrett the unique or the auto unique ability. And you know, since we're here, instead of chakra, because I've been saying I should have done this a while ago, and I'm honestly probably not going to use chakra. Cloud, give me your first strike. That cannon does look cool though, Barrett. I'm done questioning how and why it's here. So as for what we actually need to do, we need to grab this, pull it back. And I could have sworn that we needed to lock it into something, but apparently not yet. Hey look, a Gi Archer. Which means new enemy to assess. They still have a weakness to fire, and exploiting their weaknesses and all that will pressure them, so on and so forth. Ow. Smackdown. Oh, he got petrified right before it hit. Although, that being said, do I have a soft? Or is it Maiden's Kisses? Let's go ahead and unpetrify him.
Damn it! You good?
Be right there. See ya. Don't look now, but it's about to get real.
I think we did all right back there.
I'm now remembering why I don't particularly care for the Gi tribe mission. Anyway, Mist Mega. Let's do another one. And a third. There we go. Yeah, the archers are difficult to deal with. And then we're here fighting entities that counter range by sending your range stuff back at you with somebody who only does range.
Oh yeah, another one in the bag.
Alright, grab all of those, and then we gotta grab this right here. You know, I was going to point out the tooth strength and the draw strength of Naruki being able to do that has got to be incredible. Yes, I point out random things. If you don't know that about me by now, then welcome to the channel. Hey, we got some spider webs. All right. Feels like we can grab spider webs anywhere, but I guess I'll take them. I'm glad to know that you appreciate the randomness. Well, let's go ahead and do a smackdown, just see if we can't get the mastery. Not yet, but we did get some points towards it. Very well. Ooh, we got a Mac. So it's Mako. It's Mako. My buddy Joe, who I like played this game the first time with, he would always call it Mako. Which, I mean, I get it, but it's obviously Mako. And every once in a while, while I'm playing this game and I try to say it out loud, my tongue just reverts to Mako, and it irritates me ever so slightly. But there's a thing that we needed to put the chain in, and it looks like we are going to have some new enemies here. Let's see. Yes, we have the sorcerer. So, fire weakness, exploiting that, so on and so forth. These sorcerers also will resurrect any of the fallen Gi. So we want to get rid of these guys basically as soon as we possibly can. And you know what? Lancer, eat fire. Joe is also the reason why every once in a while I will pronounce it as Chocobo instead of Chocobo.
And their rage remains unquenched. Come, let us keep pressing forward. We're very nearly there.
Though I think actually in the original 7, I think it might have actually been spelled out as Chocobo. So that is a little bit more understandable. Let's go ahead and do a Crescent Claw. Or not. Stardust. Hey, there we got the proficiency bonus. Very nice. All right, now this is going to be a difficult fight if I remember it correctly, because we're going to be all alone because Barrett can't make it up here. So let's go ahead and heal ourselves and be ready for a bit of a challenge, but I believe a good reward. Let's go ahead and start us right this one, so hopefully we get the most. Hey, only one of them exploded. All right, we did good. Good job, Nanuki. All right, now let's go ahead and see what the materia is. Empowerment. Was it worth it? No. but I wanted it, so I got it. Now back downwards we go. Let's go ahead and pull this. Are we good? Yeah, we look good. Like when my preview buffers, it just feels weird, you know? Anyway, chest right here. We got 5 sprigs of oregano.
This reminds me of those altars.
There is a similarity, yes. But this sanctum is much more ancient and serves a rather different purpose. The altars we came upon before were built to imprison the key. This, however, was built to provide the Cetra with a means to commune with them.
Commune with them? Why would the Citra do that? The Gi were the enemy.
Good and evil, friend and foe. Dichotomy is not set in stone, as mutable as the winds. But for now, Nanaki, let us concentrate on the matter at hand, clearing a path to the truth.
You know, we are coming up to the boss on hard mode. That, if I remember correctly, killed my hard mode run. Like, I don't remember actually killing this upcoming boss in hard mode. Like, I think I actually had to, like, skip the rest of the chapter. Point blank charge, sure. Why did I go down there and do that? I don't know, but I did. So let's go ahead and pull out this little pillar. And then we can come over here. Don't fall in the blood. Muga metal. Forget, does this one just stay open? Yes, it does. All right. I mean, we're all in agreement that that's blood, right? Anyway, up here. Grab our thingamajigs. Ooh, 2600 gil. Very nice. Oh, I see what's going on. Dog and his stick. Oh no. This isn't what's going on. Oh, there's another pull chain down there. I'm an idiot. I did not see the pull chain down here. Let's go ahead and place our stick right there. And pull the chain. And what are we fighting in here?
Sounds like crying.
As with good and evil, sorrow too will soon cease. 45 years ago, a watcher fought his way
Red, are you starting to figure out who this Watcher possibly could have been yet? Alright, save. Or not save, heal. Access to the crystal for our discounted ether and Phoenix down. I don't think we've leveled up, but let's go ahead and double check. Nope, we are good. And now, save the game. And are we ready for my for what I remember to be my hard mode killer? This is gonna be fun. Let's go.
What is it? Their ire manifests once more. Do not underestimate this foe.
Hello, Ginatok.
Why the hell's this thing pissed at us?
So no elemental weaknesses. The leader of the Gi, a people who were driven to extinction and cursed to roam as spirits. Rejected by the Lifestream, he and his clan have been sealed in an underground cave, left to fan the flames of their hatred and the red miasma that envelops them. Inflicting enough damage will pressure him. A curse will activate when his soul flames possesses a statue. The red is half HP, the purple is half MP, the green is deplete ATB, and the yellow is to shrink the battlefield. Staggering Gi Natak will undo the curse. Doom will inflict instant death after a certain amount of time. Yep, here we go. You know what? Let's go ahead and... Ow. That said nothing about him grabbing people. Stardust. Red or Barrett, you can go ahead and do nothing apparently. Lifesaver.
My turn?
Alright, Barrett. You're gonna Kuraga yourself. Alright, now. Let's go ahead and do Watcher Spirit. And let's Overfang. And now Barrett, you can go ahead and Maximum Fury. Red, you can go ahead and Howling. No. You're gonna Bloodfang because Howling Moon is non-damaging. Now let's Stardust. Bring us into the second, possibly third phase. Ah, yes, with his soul flames that need to be assessed. And really nothing of import with them, just things for us to attack.
That was a good one.
Let's go ahead and do a Stardust.
You cheating son of a bitch.
Okay. We are going to Kiraga Barrett here.
Guess it's my turn. Bring it to heat.
Who does Red have? Do we remember who Red has as a summon? Let's take a look. Red has Titan. You know what? Let's go ahead and bring in the new guy.
Don't let me down, y'all.
Let's unite and refocus. Or not. Do I have revival on Naruki? Wait, no, I don't need to. This is a hard mode. I can do a Phoenix down. Let's try that refocus now. And now Barrett. If you, my dear sir, could please do a Mist Mega Potion. Nice, we got another stagger in. Good stuff. And we have another limit break. And this guy is HP locked right now. Good to know. As he casts Doom.
I'm not gonna die here.
Now, let's go ahead and magnify Kiraga. And we are going to Maximum Fury.
Leave it to me.
Need my help, do you?
And this should be it. And Let's go ahead. Oh, I can't. There we go. Yep, that is it. Gina Talk has been defeated.
Form evanescent, rancor everlasting. Well done. You've become quite the formidable fighter.
Sure have. So, does this mean I passed the test?
I'm afraid that decision is not mine alone to make. Let us consult with one more qualified.
Very well. Let's go. Consult with somebody who's been down here for God knows how long to see if we are qualified to become a Watcher of the Veil. I wonder who that could be.
The Watcher of the Veil fought valiantly and offered up his life in defense of our home. As you see, he still watches over us to this very day.
Wait. Is that... Seto? My father? No, there's no way.
The poisoned arrows of the key transformed his body into stone. And there he has stood ever since, his watch eternal. Our savior.
What about my mom? Did she know what had happened to him?
Oh. Why, of course she did. It was, after all, she and Seto who asked me to seal off the cave.
But why? Why did she never tell me the truth?
Because she knew that if she did, you would attempt to seek your father out all by yourself. Your parents strove to keep our veil safe. But there is one thing they fought even harder to protect. You, Nanaki, their son.
She was afraid because I was too small and weak.
Back then, perhaps, but not anymore. Heavens no. You've become a fine warrior in your own right. And that is precisely why I brought you here.
Are you just now noticing that, King?
But this is not where your journey is meant to end, my dear boy. You must leave the Veil once more.
But I'm a Watcher now. I gotta protect our home like he did.
Listen to me, Nanaki. When I first heard your friend's emphatic warnings, I dismissed them outright.
We'll go over this in a moment.
All in the ravings of misguided youths. When you've lived as long as I have, you start to believe you've seen it all. That no surprises remain. But I realize now how very foolish I have been. The eyes that I thought saw the world clearly have grown blind to new possibilities.
But...
I would hate to impede your progress any further. I bid you leave, Nanaki, before, like me, you become inured to your own ignorance. With sharper eyes and keener ears, go forth and in my stead seek the great truths of our world. Look after him for me.
Don't worry. We will.
You failed this trial, my boy. Continue your training and try again. Are you up to the task, Nanaki?
You bet I am. after all. I am Nanaki, Watcher of Cosmo Canyon, and son of Seto, protector of our Vale.
On go with the sunglasses.
People assume that time is a strict progression of cause to effect.
Hearken unto me. My name is Gi Natak. O brave and noble Seto, I beseech you once more, hear the urgent pleas of my people. My thanks, Seto. You are as magnanimous as ever. The warrior Nanaki, and you, the Cetra. Come with me.
That was...
Oh, an exciting turn of events indeed.
We'll back you up for 2,000.
No. This one's free.
Okay, so couple of things. First, I need to make a call that could take 5 minutes. It could take an hour. So I'm not going to make you guys wait while I'm doing that. Second, while I'm gone, I am going to unplug my router and try to reset my internet, see if that will help anything out. Third, to answer your question, King, Nanuki, throughout all of this game, has had his adult deep voice where like it's kind of gravelly. It makes him sound like an old man. The moment we got back to Cosmo Canyon, he let that mask fall, and he has been talking as a like in his natural teenager voice since we got to Cosmo Canyon. He will continue to use that on and off throughout the game. Generally, if he is around somebody that he doesn't know or doesn't trust, or like if he is like feeling like on the defensive, he will use his like his adult voice and be kind of gravelly. But you could tell who he trusts and who he feels safe around by the people that he speaks with, like in his teenager voice. And that is such cool and subtle character development that they don't actually directly call out, and it's just beautiful to me. Next, we saw Sato crying, right? So that means he is still in there. Can I just throw a gold needle up there and see if I can unpetrify him? Granted, we would probably want somebody up there to pull those spears out of him real quick and then cast heal. But he's still in there. He's still conscious. We could save him. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream for now. As I make this phone call, I will be back as soon as I am done with that. So I apologize about the multiple streams. This is just something that my sister should have taken care of months ago, and she hasn't, so it is now falling onto me to take care of it. So I will see you guys in a little bit, and hopefully my stream will be a little bit more stable when we come back. But until then, stream over. I'm not going to do my normal over-the-top thing because it's not going to be for long. But yeah, I'll be back momentarily. Peace.